go there, you see our neighbors are suffering.
It's fine, sijakatala.
If you are an officer, you should not interfere with the government officer. We are recording for purpose of our record. Why are you interfering with your neighbors?
Don't call me for this.
Why are you interfering with your neighbors?
I'm a Muslim woman. I'm a woman-owned restaurant. I'm a mother and I'm a wife. Never does my religion allow me to open a bar or a restaurant. Fairuz Abdi Faisal, owner of Faye Bistro, restaurant and coffee here in Kilimani, Shuja Mall. I'm the owner. We started construction last year, 2023 in October, and we finished January 24th of 2024. So it took me almost 7 months to build this restaurant from bottom up, from scratch. Actually, I'm a restaurant owner in America. So I'm from Columbus, Ohio, USA. So I own 3 restaurants over there. So I wanted to bring Taste of America with a twist of Somali authentic food to Nairobi. You know, it's the first time ever bringing Taste of America to here with a twist of Somali authentic food. You know, I think that this type of fine dining, which is actually affordable, was needed in this country. And you guys are really open to new concepts of food versus your traditional food. So I thought it would be a really good country to start. If I was going to expand, Nairobi was the best, especially in Kilimani. Get a Taste of America, the big portions with affordable prices, correct? We also have the meat, the authentic rice that is steamed for hours, the meat that is made marinated the day before and cooked in a slow cooking process for over 8 hours, very tender. So you get a taste of a little bit of home, authentic original food taste, and you know, fresh food here. A little bit taste again of where I come from. It's been very great. You know, the Kenyans, you know, they loved it. I got a lot of food bloggers here, so we became very popular in very, very short time. So I was welcomed with open arms, especially with the Kenyans, amazing people. So to my knowledge, you know, what we do here occasionally is people are allowed to book the restaurant, correct? So we do bookings, meaning bridal showers, birthdays, goodbye events, welcome events, and sometimes when people book those events, they also come with their band, sometimes they come with their DJ. So, you know, the neighbors complained because we do have an open terrace. So unfortunately, on the other side of the mall, the sound was going too far. And, you know, then it went out of proportion. We're in the process right now, so we are the finishing part about it. We followed all the rules and regulations from the county, city council, and also NEMA, all the due diligence, the procedures, the law. You know, we're here in this country, so of course we have to abide by the law. We followed every single procedure to open as soon as possible. This restaurant is fully family-friendly restaurant. We are not a bar. We are not a club. We are a family-friendly restaurant where, you know, you can bring your children. You can't take a child to a bar. So you can bring your children, you can bring your family, you can go for a date. So it's an upper class restaurant, and absolutely not. I'm a Muslim woman. I'm a woman-owned restaurant. I'm a mother and I'm a wife. Never does my religion allow me to open a bar or a restaurant. So we are not that. And that's the propaganda and the speculation that's going around, but it's far from what Faye Bistro is. Faye Bistro, you know, what we are is a family-oriented restaurant where everybody's welcome, but we don't serve alcohol or anything like that. What I can say is I'm deeply hurt. You guys can imagine, you know, I brought a business from America to here. I've given fellow Kenyans jobs. I've created jobs for the country. I've continued, you know, to, you know, provide for the taxes and do everything by law. And it's very unfortunate that I have been portrayed as a club or somebody that disturbs neighbors, and I'm not that. I opened this for the Kenyans. I opened this for this beautiful country that I fell in love with. And of course, neighbors, our religion teaches us to respect elders and neighbors and, you know, children or anything like that. So nowhere in where I'm from, the way I'm brought up, could I ever serve alcohol or be a bar or even disturb the fellow neighbor. So never, that's not what I am. That's not what I stand by, and it's very unfortunate that that's the propaganda that's going around, and I'm deeply, deeply hurt. I'm very hurt. It could be business rivalry. I don't know where this is coming from. Um, where I come from, they do fact check, right? You cannot, call somebody something. That's defamation of character, defamation of business. But I think it's very unfortunate that the propaganda that was started with a tweet that now serves almost 3.7 million views for something that I'm not. I've never been that, and it's very unfortunate. It could be business rivalry. I don't know. I don't have evidence from that, but that's not what I am. That's not what I brought to this country. You can imagine we're almost closed now for 4 days. It will be the fourth day today. So of course it affects me, it affects the staff. They're relying on their paychecks. They support their families. I have almost 30 staff. So if I don't have customers, I can't pay them. So I'm very worried for my staff. They have families, they have children, they have people they depend on. They have mothers and sick fathers that depend on them. My waiters, my chefs, my cleaners, my preps. So everybody relies on Faith Bistro. So 4 days being closed is 4 days they are without a check, without money to support their family. And that's why I have sleepless nights. We have some dishes, not all. We have, the meat that you guys have. We also have chapati. We have samosas. We also have some ugali dishes. So not all, just few dishes to contribute the culture in the restaurant. You guys also very known for your fresh juices. So we have that too. And something that I really fell in love with also was the healthy drink that you guys have. It's called the dawa. Something that I learned here. So that is Kenyan, the dawa tea. So yes, of course, anything, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have an email. Any additional we can do, we will definitely do it. Rumors can be fixed. Rumors can be adjusted. There's somebody's salary that you don't know when you're really going to open, and they're looking at you as a boss, as the owner. Hey, do you think it's going to be open? They're worried, and I'm telling them we will fix it. Nobody will lose their job. Nobody.
Maybe are there any measures you're taking to make sure something like this doesn't happen again in future?
Absolutely. So what we do is the events. So I'm taking, contracts right now to do soundproof, so we can continue doing the events. But we will put that on hold until the fully soundproof. So we have a couple of contractors we are getting quotes from. We will get that started as soon as possible. You can go viral in 24 seconds. That's what I've learned. Nobody knew. I don't think nobody knew me. I feel like less than 48 hours ago. But now everywhere you go, Faith Bistro, they know. So it's a good thing and a bad thing. I wish I was known for something better, right? But you guys can take people viral in 24 seconds.
And maybe someone is looking up to you and wishing to start a business like you have. Maybe advise someone out there.
Do your research. Do your research. The area you're going to be in, do your research, Just don't rely on the contractors, don't rely on the builders, the engineer. They know how to build. But also do your research around your area so it doesn't happen to you what happened to me. Well, we haven't opened yet. So I'm worried, and we'll see what will happen as soon as we open. Again, we're in the process of opening right now. We are at the final stages, and once we open, we will see how the business will go. Hopefully, I pray to God this does not affect.
I know you're praying much.
Yeah.
Customers to come back.
Yeah.
Not to go away, run away.
Yeah.
What can you tell them about this company?
The food will still remain. The food will still be there. The customer service will still be there. We will go above and beyond. Again, until we do the soundproofing, there won't be no events. But we'll make sure that we do exceptional customer service, great food. You feel at home when you come in here. No, they've been great. They've been great. The part of going viral, but everything else, getting the help and getting your paperwork done, it's been very swiftly. I thank Nema. I appreciate them. The head of the team in Nema has been great, taking me steps every way I could go to help me as a foreigner to finish this as soon as possible. I thank the directors. I thank everybody in the upper staff in downtown, in town. They've been great. We keep you updated on Instagram, TikTok. Of course, media will be here when we open. So as soon as possible, that's one thing I can promise. Again, my staff is relying on me. So I'm doing it as quick as possible, following the law of rule, following the procedures so we can be finished. And again, Nemma has been great, helping me through every step, holding my hand.
Did they summon you maybe?
Huh?
What, did they summon you?
Yeah, when they closed. Yeah.
Maybe tell us your social media handles where people can find you.
So you can find us at Faye Bistro at TikTok, Faye Bistro, and Launch and on Instagram.
Physical location.
Shuja Mall in Kalamani, opposite Ad Life.
Maybe people can't access money.
Yeah.
How do they make their order?
Yep, we're on Global. We're on all the food apps, Uber, Global. So we go all the way so far to Westlands.
And do you have bigger plans maybe to expand if this works and all that?
Absolutely. I was in the process of looking for another locations anyways. So hopefully, inshallah, as soon as possible. Let's get this one open first.
Maybe tell your clients something as they wind up. Maybe something final to say before you end up.
I apologize to all my Faye's Bistro customers, Faye's Bistro neighbors for the unfortunate incident that happened. And again, we will open as soon as possible. And hopefully my staff doesn't have to be worried and you guys will support the business so they can still have a job. And I thank you guys all for the love, the support, the messages that we're getting. We appreciate everybody here. You guys have been a great support. Without you, Faye Bistro wouldn't exist. So I thank you guys all, as a mother, as a wife, as a woman.
Thank you.
Congrats.